There is another dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition. It lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area we call Senior Sandlot. We run with an honor system, and sometimes it works.
21!
And sometimes it doesn't.
Go!
Did you leave early?
Move that back!
He left early.
I did not. My foot was on the bag.
He left way early. He left way early. It doesn't count. He left way early. No. He's definitely out, or we'll give him back the third. He left way early. That's bullshit.
He was
No umpire.
He was off at least 3 feet
He
when
left
the ball was
early.
caught.
Did you see it?
He was way off.
Contact with the glove.
He left
no.
before it
As
hit
soon
the
as he
ground.
touched the glove.
Before it hit the glove,
He took off way before.
I wasn't there. My foot was on the bag. Everybody's saying that. They're all right there.
You left way early.
I don't think so. I don't think he left early. I didn't watch it. I'm watching the fight.
Even if he left early, it was still safe.
Well, you could feel it if you didn't have it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's taking pictures in foul territory.
He waited until he caught the ball. I didn't see it.
It was way early.
I don't want the ball. I'll get you home. Were you up? I'm up. Were you up?
Quickly resolve our problems, amicably.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
The great game of softball was invented on Thanksgiving Day in 1887. Since then, it has captured the heart and minds of Americans and people all around the world. The Farragut Boat Club in Chicago, Illinois, was host to a gathering to hear the winner of the football game between Yale University and Harvard University. There were about 20 young male alumni anxiously awaiting to hear the final score. When they finally heard the results, the place erupted. One man threw a balled-up boxing glove toward a Harvard student because his team had just won. The Harvard supporter hit the glove with a stick. Also in the room was a reporter for the Chicago Board of Trade, a man named George Hancock, who in joy yelled, "Play ball." Softball was born. Only Mr. Hancock called it indoor baseball. Other names evolved. The game was also called kitten ball, mush ball, pumpkin ball, and diamond ball. Unfortunately for George Hancock, there is no mention of him, the inventor of softball, in the Softball Hall of Fame in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. In 1950, Wilson Sporting Goods published the Wilson Official Rules of Softball. History shows the game goes further back than 1887. Here's a photo from prehistoric times of Lenny and Joe playing the first ever game of softball. Back then, it was called skullball.
I tell everyone it's the best organized pickup game you can ever find. The best part is we choose up for even sides, we play competitively, but at the end of the day, game's over.
That's it. You go home.
Go home, all is good.
That's it. And you're back to reality. Any last words? Any comments?
See you next week.
Not much better. Walk Maris to face Mantle. Uh-oh, he's not gonna get that.
Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I am too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan.
How do you feel about having a woman on the team?
Which one?
Oh, I could kill a sheep better than a lot of the guys here, which is embarrassing for me personally, because I think that I'm one of them.
When you first started with the game, was there anybody in particular on the team that you didn't care for that you really love now?
Well, I didn't care for you.
Ken Hammer.
Oh,
I hated Ken Hammer, and I hated him with a passion. He was the biggest two-legged son of a bitch on this field. And I'm going to tell you something else about that guy. I love him now more than I just about love anybody.
Is there anything you think we could do to improve the game?
I would like to see the pitchers wear the protective face guards. I was thinking of saying if you, George, left the game.
If we could level this field, eliminate 1,000 pebbles and stones, I might make less errors, but probably not true. And, you know, if George left the game.
The only way to make this game better, maybe if George didn't play.
If there's one thing that would make this experience better is, if George wasn't around anymore to play again.
It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
But I'm not going to say that because, George, you are the game.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
When Gary first came to us, he struggled at the plate. We couldn't convince him to turn around. Where would you rate this 10 being
This
best?
is 10. I love this.
Yeah. It is
And
great.
I love we're playing in November.
the camaraderie. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Any closing thoughts?
None. I love everyone here. This is great. Thank you
Very
for doing this. Thank you for putting this together.
It's going to be wild. Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Good stuff.
Okay.
This particular game today, we'll give it a 2. But,
In general.
in general, we'll give it a 10.
Same.
We'll give it for effort and just for fun.
It is a 10. It absolutely is a 10 for me. Again, what better feeling than feeling like you're 12 years old again on any given Sunday morning?
An 11. 11 out of 10.
Oh, 11.
out of 10. Awesome.
This is a 10 no matter what.
This is actually number 10. This is at the top. It's an 11, actually, because sometimes 10 just isn't enough.
Yeah.
So you got to kick it up to that level.
I hear you.
Well, we'll never forget Adam Muhalter, who perished in the attack on the World Trade Center. He was an enthusiastic participant of the game. And it was a big shock to us to find out that he was a victim. I remember how the whole thing started. I had a few friends down to have a little practice session in Hollywood Park. And Steve Reese and a few friends were playing basketball adjacent to the field. They watched us in our practice and they came over and suggested that maybe we can get a game together the following Sunday. And that's how it started. The next week, they brought a lot of kids down, a lot of young fellows down, and we started the game and recruited from Angry Jewish Center. And that's how it started.
That's great.
So, but I organized the original practice, and then went along with the idea of doing games. Yes, I'm really one of the key persons to start the whole thing up.
Wonderful. So it kind of evolved organically. That's great. Very good. Thank you very much, Lenny. Great to see you.
I'm glad to see it continuing to go every Sunday now.
Yeah, we got a lot of new players, a lot of youth. It's good. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again. We've also had many great hits and many great plays. Here are just a few.
Most important thing is these are my people. These are my people. These are my people.
Sometimes things aren't always as they seem. Jeremy is a fast runner. He is so fast, in fact, that until this photo was taken, we never noticed that he had one leg. Kenny's a really good hitter, but on this day he managed to foul off 5 balls. One went in the sewer. One hit a car, the other hit a jogger, the other two were never found.
Shooting star leaping through the sky. You got it. Stand up. Nice. Go play.
What do you like about the game?
Missionary. No matter what.
Shining still. Give us a wind. Bright as the day. Show us the way. Somehow, someday, we need just one victory.
It was a beautiful day, sun beat down. I had the radio on, I was driving. Trees went by, me and Del were singing. The only thing that works for me, help me get away from myself. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. My whole existence is flawed. You get me closer to God.
Jay and Steve were nearly child stars. One of their misses was a remake of The Wizard of Oz, and this one. Everyone wants to play this game.
No matter what.
You can beat the war. You can talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Nice catch. Howie, no free one. Just like all game.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it
charcoal burning everywhere. Rosa houses.
Doubled up. Would have been a double play. Here we go.
I didn't know what it meant.
The microphone explodes, shattering the mold. Need a drop of hits like they like, oh, get the fuck out the commode with the short shot. Sure to make the bodies drop, dropping no copy, yo, no call as a co-op. Terror rays stretching, quenching the thirst of the power dawn. That five-sided fist of God, that rocket soar on the face of the earth gets bigger. The trigger's empty as that.
She fine, she heals, she mine. Black Barbie, I'm Ken. She got 100 million do skin. Ain't really tryna let you in, but you can spend your Benjamin. Make no mistake of thinking she your friend. This is all about different things.
Wait, she like to play games and she don't care who she play with. She do what she do and she gon' get what she gon' get.
School for a year or two and you know you've seen it all. That is Compton and you'll go far back east your time, don't crawl. Play it.
I can't figure out who should sit next to him.
You need me to sit again just
Essentially, I've had very little to him. You know, so.
Oh, let the sun beat down on my face.
Go out! Go out, guys! Here we go! Powder up!
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to ride and too hype? It feels good when you know you're down. A super dope homeboy from the Oak Town, and I'm known.
Of a far-off place where a hero's welcome would be waiting.